Hello, hello. It's time for another episode of some math stuff that we've done, but we haven't finished. So today we're going to look at volume some more. Remember, our formulas for finding volume are as follows. Volume equals length times width times height. And then also volume equals base times height. Remember that length times width together make your base. That's why base times height is the same thing as length times width times height. Sometimes you'll get your base, sometimes they won't give you the base, sometimes they'll give you just length and width. So those are your two formulas. So we're going to use those exclusively today to get through our problems. Recall the following image and determine the volume. All right, so first thing we need to do is we need to find out the dimensions. So length, width, and height. We have 3, 4, and 2. So we have length, width, and height. So we're going to use the formula volume equals length times width times height. So go ahead and solve this one. And when we come back, we'll check out and see how many cubic units our volume was. All right, so we have a length of 3, a width of 4, and a height of 2. Remember, if you flip-flop the length or the width, it's not going to change your answer. You still have a base of 12 because 3 times 4 or 4 times 3 are both 12. So 3 times 4 is 12, 12 times 2 is 24, so our volume is 24 cubic units. All right, so that one is pretty straightforward. So we can use forward and backwards our formulas. So if we were missing like the height, we could figure it out if we had the volume. So our width and our length together was our base. We had a base of 12 and 2 layers of 12. So our volume was 24 cubic units. All right, so how can we use what we know to make a formula to find the volume of a rectangular prism or cube? Let's find out. Well, we know that the base times the height, 3 times 4 is 12, times 2 would give us the full volume. Here's an image of the same rectangular prism without the unit cubes, so you're going to start seeing these a lot more because they don't want you to be able to count the unit cubes. So make sure that you understand that these empty figures are like these, just with the unit cubes not drawn in. You still do the length times the width times the height. All right, so let's take a look at this one. This one says that we have, I guess they did it for us. Did they? Let's find out if they're right. All right, so we're going to look at the length, the width, and the height. The length is 4, the width is 5, the height is 3. So go ahead and see if you can do this one on your own. And then we'll come back. And we'll see if the volume is 60. All right, so volume equals length times width times height. Volume equals our length times width is 4 times 5. So our volume equals 20. And we have 3 layers. So yeah, 60 cubic units. Cubic units. 60 cubic units is in fact correct, because we had a length of 5, a width of 4, and a height of 3, or vice versa. Remember, you can flip-flop your length and your width, and it's not going to change your answer. Yeah, there we go. There's the cubed. All right, so write the volume formula, and let's find the volume. So we're going to use volume equals length times width times height. Once again, I want you to figure out the parts that you know, and then plug them back into the formula. So go ahead and try. So 15 is our length, 5 is our width, and our height is 8. So we don't know the volume. Now let's plug in our length 15, our width of 5, and our height of 8. So 15 times 5, 10 times 5 is 60, 5 times 5 is 25. So that should be 60 plus 25 is 85 times 8. So 85 times 8, 8 times 5 is 40. Carry the 4, 8 times 8 is 64 plus 4 is 68. So our volume on this is 680 cubic feet. Good job. See you in the next